it's Chucky, and you're listening to the Drive-In Review. Wanna play?
Now you listen to frame on it. You crushed now. Yeah.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hey, it's Duke.
And this is Corey.
Welcome to another episode of Drive-In Review.
Oh yeah, another horror episode.
Yep.
So,
it's October.
What are we doing today?
We've been gone a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. You know, life happens, right?
Yeah.
So.
Today we're going to do the Child's Play franchise.
Oh, yeah. That, 7 movies?
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right.
And we won't be talking about the TV show, which actually had just been canceled.
Right. Or the 2019 remake.
Correct.
So, all the original, from the original storyline.
Yep.
So, but movie news-wise, I mean, we lost a few people. Like, they were dropping like flies the other day.
Yeah.
So we lost, John Amos?
Mm-hmm. He actually passed away in August, and it was just
now announced.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, who else was it?
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson, yeah. And then there was
Maggie Smith,
yeah.
and
Granny
there's
Wendy.
somebody else too.
Yeah, I can't think of. There was a bunch.
No.
There was Rick from American Pickers. Yeah, It was a TV show.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, he passed away sadly. I mean, he had cancer. He had to quit the show and everything. But yeah, sad to see him go.
John Ashton.
Oh yeah, John Ashton. Yeah, we just got through talking about Beverly Hills Cop too.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, so yeah, that's all the movie news I really have this week.
Yeah.
So
I just watched Frankie Frico.
yeah, how was that?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely a throwback to late 80s, early 90s B-movie schlock. But I had a lot of fun with it.
Nice.
All practical effects, so it was different.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I gave it 7 out of 10 slates.
Yeah, they already have a digital release for it, October 25th.
Okay.
So
go check that one out. It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like your full moon features like Puppet Master and stuff, or Critters and
or if you like
Ghoulies and
I just watched Ghoulies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The original?
The original one. Dude, I had a hell of a lineup yesterday. I watched, there was Child's Play, Ghoulies, Gremlins.
Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns, yeah. I woke up to that. I was like, all right. They starting off good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was on IFC.
That's a good run.
But, yeah, well, let's get on started, I guess, with the Child's Play.
Yeah.
Everyone has a birthday they'll always remember.
Can we open my presents now, Mommy? A good guy! I knew it! Hi, I'm Chucky.
He's something, isn't he?
This is Andy's.
Time for bed, Andy. Good night, baby.
Good night, Aunt Maggie. Good night, Chucky.
Everyone knows most accidents happen at home.
How did that happen?
This is no accident.
Andy!
I'm Detective Mike Norris, homicide.
Andy!
Miss Peterson's dead, Miss Barkley. She fell from your kitchen window.
Someone's moved in with the Barkley family. And so has terror.
Mommy, I know who was on the Chucky.
Nobody believes you about Chucky. He came alive in my hand.
Oh, for God's sake.
Why won't you believe me?
Because I'm sane. Mrs. Barkley, sane and rational.
No one believes the truth. Or lives to tell it. There's nothing nice about murder. And there's nothing innocent about child's play.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Child's Play is about a struggling single mother unknowingly gifts her son a doll imbued with a serial killer's consciousness. It stars Catherine Hicks, Chris Sarandon, Alex Vincent, and Brad Dourif.
Yep.
So, this was released November 9th, 1988. Directed by Tom Holland, not to be confused with Spider-Man Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He wasn't even born yet. Tom Holland has also directed movies such as Fright Night.
Yep.
And,
Also with Chris Sarandon.
yeah. And Stephen King's Thriller. Or Thriller. No. Thinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thriller?
Yeah, not Thriller.
Wow.
That would be interesting. Thinner. The movie was written by Don Mancini. You're going to hear his name a lot during this. And then also John LaFia.
Yep.
And it was produced by David Kirchner. And if you all don't know David Kirchner, he also produced An American Tale and its sequel, Fievel Goes West. Along with
I think he was executive producer on those.
On those? Okay,
yeah.
And then also the Flintstones movie and Hocus Pocus 1 and 2.
And Pagemaster. He did a lot of kids' movies.
Right, yeah. So Child's Play, when I was looking at his list, I was like, wow, this is a...
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah, it was different for him. And then also United Artists was a production studio for this.
MGM.
Yeah. And the music was done by Joe Renzetti, who's also done movies as Frankenhooker.
Nice.
And one of your favorite movies.
Oh, that could be anything.
The Buddy Holly story.
Oh, that.
It was filmed in Chicago, had a budget of $9 million. Do you think it flopped?
No.
No, it actually did $44 million.
Nice.
And IMDb gave it 6.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 74% with a 65% audience rating. Mm-hmm. And Letterboxd gave it 3.3 out of 5. I gave this one 7 out of 10 slates.
Yeah, I'd probably give it somewhere between 7.5 and 8.
Yeah. And,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Some fun facts I have about the movie. Chucky's full name, Charles Lee Ray, is derived from the names of notorious killers Charles Manson, Lee Harvey Oswald, and James Earl Ray.
Yep.
So,
which is actually Charles Lee Ray is my name on Letterboxd.
Right. And the film used various ways to portray Chucky, including RC animatronics and little people to child actors. Various animatronics and cosmetics were used for every scene throughout the movie. Chucky's cosmetics transition from looking toy-like to more human-like. The film created multiple Chucky animatronics, such as a flailing tantrum Chucky, a walking Chucky, and a stationary Chucky. The animatronic's face was controlled by a remote control through a rig that goes on one's face and captures facial movements. So somebody was in the background with the mask on and making the movements and stuff. So
yeah, there was also someone, they had, I think it was a child or a little person.
Yeah,
that
with
was,
a wig.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also the production company, the art production company that created and ran the animatronics for Chucky was Kevin Yeager's production company.
Okay.
And Kevin Yeager, he worked on this one and the second one. And he went on to marry Catherine Hicks. I think that's where they met, was this movie.
Nice.
So I believe they're still together. I don't know, but...
Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe not. I don't know.
Kevin Yeager and Catherine Hicks.
I remember her from Seventh Heaven. Did you ever watch that show?
No.
Yeah.
I remember it, but I
that was
never watched it.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
that's early 90s? Early mid?
Something like that, yeah. It was around the Dawson's Creek era.
Oh, yeah. That was like late 90s, I think.
Yeah.
And then, Katie Holmes.
Right. That's actually streaming the entire series. If you ever want to throw back, and go back and
watch. I never watched Dawson's Creek either.
Maybe you should. It's interesting. Anyways, all right, off topic.
Yeah.
In the scene where Chucky runs behind Maggie in the hallway, Chucky was actually played by Alex Vincent's younger sister.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. And despite their long-running collaborative effort to bring Chucky to life, voice actor Brad Dourif and special effects wizard Kevin Yeager never met in person until they were both guests at a horror convention in May of 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
That long?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Took 30 years for them to meet.
Right. And then the last fact I have on this is the original working title for the film was Batteries Not Included.
Oh.
Before it became known, Steven Spielberg was also making a film with the same title.
Yeah.
It was then changed to Blood Buddy.
Blood Buddy.
Before settling on Child's Play.
Oh, I'm glad they did change that name. Blood Buddy.
So, yeah, that's all I have for Child's Play.
Okay.
So.
I remember seeing the poster for this in the theater lobby. Mm-hmm. And I was like, 8 when this movie came out? So I thought the poster was creepy. It was the building with the lady falling out of the window. That always stuck with me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my sisters snuck me in to this.
Mm-hmm.
I was 9 when this came out, so
yeah,
I was. I think they snuck me in so they can watch it, and it creeped me out. And then I think around the same time. For Christmas, I got the My Buddy doll.
Nice.
And it creeped me out for a minute until I realized, okay, yeah, it's not Chucky. It's not a good guy. It's a buddy doll.
Yeah.
So that really freaked me out. I still have that My Buddy doll upstairs, actually. So,
cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, this was a good time for doll movies.
Yes.
I had Dolls directed by Stuart Gordon in '87, I believe.
Yeah, Puppet Masters.
Puppet Master, yeah.
I think we even had Demonic Toys, I think was back
Demonic
then too.
Toys. Yeah. Dolly Dearest.
Yeah. There's a lot of puppetry back then.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. All right. Well, and now it's your turn, I think.
Yeah. Let's talk about Child's Play 2.
All right, let's talk about
my favorite.
Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back.
How's it hanging, Phil?
Child's Play 2.
Peekaboo.
He's the original. He'll take your breath away. This fall, Chucky rules.
Did you miss me, Andy? I sure missed you.
Child's Play 2. Keep an eye out for it.
Okay. Child's Play 2 was released November 9th, 2-year anniversary of the original. Mm-hmm. November 9th, 1990 by Universal, not MGM, because they sold the rights to Universal.
Okay.
It was made on a budget of $13 million. Do you think it flopped?
No.
It did not. It made $35.7 million.
Nice.
It was actually debuted at number 1 on its opening weekend here in the U.S. IMDb rated it a 6 out of 10. Letterboxd gave it a 3.2 out of 5. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 44% with a 53% audience approval rating. Now, I gave it an 8 out of 10. This is my favorite out of the series.
I agree with you there. I really like this one, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was filmed on location in Chicago, around L.A. and Pasadena, California, from November 1989 to February of 1990. This one was directed by John LaFia, who we lost in 2020. He also wrote or helped write the original film. Mm-hmm. It was produced by David Kirchner again, written by Don Mancini, of course, and the score was done by Graham Revell. He did such scores as The Crow, Sin City, Pineapple Express, Freddy vs. Jason, Blow, Idle Hands,
wow,
The Craft, and The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Awesome.
Yeah. Makeup and prosthetics and puppetry all done by Kevin Yeager again. And it stars Brad Dourif, Alex Vincent, Christina Elise, Garrett Graham, and Jenny Agutter.
Agutter. Yeah.
Sorry, Agutter. So apparently Agutter despises this film, and she claims that she had an awful shooting experience. So.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. As a promotional stunt for this movie, they had a 1-900 number.
Oh,
I don't actually recall this, surprisingly, because I was 10 when this movie came out. I actually saw this in theaters with my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I was in 5th grade, and
that's a hell of a date.
And it was just the two of us in the theater.
Wow.
We went over to Blue Ridge Mall and saw it there.
Okay.
Just the two of us, 2 10-year-olds sitting in the theater.
To all you parents out there, if you don't remember, this was before the rated R rating and stuff, where you had to be 17 or older to get into it.
No, it was.
Was it?
No, it was.
It was effective back
then? It was still a thing.
Okay.
But they didn't,
They didn't check all the time.
No.
Yeah.
No. But, I don't remember them doing the 900 number promotional stunt, but apparently, just in a month, it received 40,000 calls.
Wow.
And when you called, you could hear Chucky's voice, say, "Hi, I'm Chucky."
How much per minute was that, I wonder?
Probably $1.99 a minute or something. And a minute or a dollar for every other minute.
A lot of parents were pissed off when they got their phone bill.
No kidding. Yeah.
So
10,000 of those was one kid.
Jesus.
Calling over and over again. So this was actually the shortest film in the series at 87 minutes long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's the shortest trailer that we had that I found. So,
well,
makes sense.
I guess. So when I met Brad Dourif, it was an awkward experience.
Really?
My stepdaughter and I went and stepped up to him, and I gave him my stuff to sign and stuff, and I wanted to tell him about when I went to the movies with my girlfriend when I was 10 to see the movie. I don't think he was listening to the beginning of my story, because I told him me and my 10-year-old girlfriend went and saw this movie, and he turned to my 13-year-old stepdaughter and said, "Was this you?"
Oh, wow.
And I just stood there I felt very strange, and I'm sure she did too. What?
Yeah.
I'm not a 44-year-old guy taking a 10-year-old girlfriend to a movie. So it was really strange.
Yeah, that's creepy.
So moving on. So the face movements for Chucky were filmed at an 18 frames per second instead of the usual 24 frames per second. And it was done to make it more realistic and to help sync up the voice to the mouth of the puppet.
Okay.
Christina Elise, who I've also met, and she was really super cool. She was very willing to talk about the movie, and I don't know, she was a very nice and accommodating person to meet. And at the time of the shooting, she was 25 years old, playing a 17-year-old, and that's, you know, something they've been doing since like the 30s.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I remember
if you look the part, you're going to play a teenager.
I remember seeing like movies back in the 50s or something, and they have teenagers. You could tell they're like 30 years old. Dude, you're not 15.
Right. You have crow's feet.
Yeah. Right. So Christina Lee, she played the role of Kyle. Other people that were considered for this role were Shannon Doherty and Christy Swanson.
Okay.
I thought that was interesting. Mary Stuart Masterson, I believe, was also one that was considered for
that
the
would
role.
have been interesting.
Andy's jacket. Andy was played by Alex Vincent. The jacket that he wore at the end of the movie was also the same jacket worn by Miko Hughes in Kindergarten Cop.
Nice. I want to stop you for a minute because I want to go back to your last fact there with Christy Swanson. So did you know that she did a cameo in Ferris Bueller?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, show.
Show enough.
So the part where Ben Stein, you know, the teacher is doing the attendance and stuff. Yeah, she's right there in the front row.
Oh wow.
She's the one that tells him that, you know, that she heard that he was sick and all that. I'm like, that's Christy Swanson. I was like, what the hell?
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Must have been a super early role for her.
Yeah. So you mentioned the name, and I just figured I'd drop that real quick. You know? So yeah,
that's cool.
Move on.
I was talking about Andy's jacket and how Miko Hughes wore it in Kindergarten Cop. Which he's also really cool to meet too, Miko Hughes. Super nice guy. The last fact that I have about Child's Play 2 is that Phil Simpson, the role of Phil Simpson that was played by Garrett Graham, some of the actors that were considered for that role were Charles Grodin, Jeffrey Jones,
oh wow,
and Tim Matheson.
Okay.
So that would have been interesting to see Jeffrey Jones in that role.
Right.
So that's all I got for Child's Play 2, folks.
All right. Well, yeah, it was one of my favorite ones out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I've actually seen all of these, believe it or not.
Nice.
At least once.
Me too.
So, I mean, it's been a while for a couple of them, but I still remember them. So
I think I've seen them all more than once, except for Cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
I did not care for that. I don't even own the movie.
No. Yeah. It was, I mean, that was a directed, I think Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky are both direct to video.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was all right. But, yeah, let's move on to Child's Play 3.
Do it, fucker.
Left, right, left.
Welcome to Hell on Earth.
You are without a doubt the most pathetic thing I have ever seen.
Strict discipline.
Does this look like a gun to you, Barkley? It's a rifle.
Next, rigid dress codes.
Presto, you're a ball. Get those weapons in the air. I want to see them high.
And grueling drills. It couldn't possibly get any worse.
Wrong again, wimp.
Chucky's back. A few years have passed.
No, you're dead. We killed you.
I'm new and improved.
At Kent, we take bedwetters and turn them into men.
Andy, how you've grown.
And this time,
really gotta get out of this bind.
He's looking for a new recruit.
I got some fresh meat lined up, and I'm not gonna let you spoil it.
Now,
Just think, Chucky's gonna be a bro.
Child's Play 3. Look who's stalking.
That haircut ain't regulation, soldier.
Regulate this!
Child's Play 3.
Yeah, this was my least favorite of them all, which I think we're all in agreement on that one.
Agreeance isn't a word.
It's not?
No.
Oh, well, I just made it up.
Okay. No, but I was going to say my least favorite is Cult of Chucky.
Yeah. Okay.
And then probably maybe this one or Seed of Chucky.
Okay.
But yeah, this one is definitely down the line.
Well, Child's Play 3 is about Chucky returning for revenge against Andy, of course. The young boy who defeated him, and now he's a teenager living in a military academy.
Mm-hmm.
So it stars Justin Whalen.
Not Alex Vincent.
Yeah, not Alex Vincent. Justin Whalen, Perry Reeves, Jeremy Silvers, Travis Fine, and of course Brad Dourif.
Yep.
And this one was released August 30th, 1991. It's directed by Jack Bender. I didn't put anything down.
I know that name.
He's done a lot of TV shows.
Yeah.
Didn't really do many movies.
Okay.
So.
Then how the hell do I know that name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah.
I don't know, man.
It was written again by Don Mancini.
Yep.
Produced by Robert Latham Brown, who co-produced Howard the Duck.
Nice.
And also Universal Pictures was the production company. Music was done by John DeAndrea and Corey Larios. Yeah, Corey Larios.
Oh.
They both kind of teamed up on several different things, mostly TV. So I didn't list anything because it really wasn't much to grab anybody's attention and stuff. So I didn't write anything down.
Jack Bender is known for his work on Lost, The Sopranos, and Game of Thrones.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which are all popular TV shows.
Totally.
So this one was filmed in Georgia and Los Angeles, and it had a budget of $13 million. Actually, didn't flop. It got its money back. It made $20 million.
Okay.
So
not much.
Not much. No. And IMDb gave this one 5.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a whopping 19% with 40% audience rating.
Yeah.
And Letterboxd gave it 2.5 out of 5. I agreed with them. I gave it 5 out of 10.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. It wasn't bad, but it was my least favorite.
Yeah.
So, the fun facts that I have, and I do have some on this one. Under pressure from Universal, screenwriter Don Mancini was asked to begin writing the third film even before the second one was released. Hence, this picture was released only 9 months after Child's Play 2.
Yeah.
Mancini has called it his least favorite because he felt he was out of ideas so soon after the second installment. So it makes sense.
Right.
He was kind of rushed to get this one done, so he didn't really have time with it. The movie was the center of a tabloid panic in Great Britain. Have you heard about this?
No.
This is creepy. With one newspaper, The Sun, even demanding existing copies be burned for the newspaper on the tabloids. Journalists claimed the film had influenced two 10-year-old boys in their murder of a younger child.
I've heard about that story. I didn't realize that it was connected to this film.
Yeah. 2-year-old James Bulger was the child's name that was murdered.
Yeah, they put him on a railroad track.
Yeah. Although it was later determined that neither had actually seen the film. So,
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, but they automatically thought it was because of the movie. So,
oh, of course they did.
Yeah,
that's what they did back then.
Right.
It's those movies and those video games.
Right. Blame the movies and video games. Too much violence. Yeah. This was the first film in the series to use computers to aid in Chucky's puppetry in order to perfect the lip syncing. John Ritter was originally supposed to appear as a security guard at the Good Guy Doll factory in a sequence where some kids sneak into the factory and discuss the Chucky myth. Ritter was had later appeared in Bride of Chucky in 1998 in the supporting role.
Yep.
Don Mancini initially wanted to introduce the concept of multiple Chuckies in the movie, but due to budget constraints, the idea was eventually scrapped. Mancini later used this concept 26 years later for Cult of Chucky.
Yep. So. Yeah, he used a lot of different scenes that never made it into the earlier movies for later movies. He had an idea for like being in the courtroom or whatever and talking about the murders and stuff like that. That's something I think was used in Curse of Chucky.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, we'll get to those.
He just repurposed his scenes for later movies.
He had the idea in his head and he kept them back for later.
Yep.
So that's all I got for Child's Play 3. And what do you got next?
I'm going to talk about Bride of Chucky.
Bride of Chucky. All right, let's go.
This time, there's more to fear. Because this time, he's got a playmate of his own. Bride of Chucky.
White wedding.
Chucky gets lucky.
Barbie, eat your heart out.
All right, so Bride of Chucky.
Very dramatic ending.
Yeah. So Bride of Chucky was released October 16th, 1998 under Universal Pictures. It is a very late 90s film, very late 90s in its style. It had a budget of $25 million. It had the biggest budget of any of the movies in the franchise.
Right.
You think it flopped at $25 million?
No.
Did not. It doubled its money at $50.6 million.
All right.
IMDb rated it a 5.6 out of 10. Letterboxd gave it a 3.1 out of 5. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 45% with a 50%. And I gave it probably a 7.5 out of 10 slates.
I give it a 7. Yeah.
I'd say this is probably my third favorite.
Yeah.
After the second one and then the first one, then this one.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Jennifer Tilly?
Right.
So.
This was filmed in Toronto, Canada, between April and July of 1998. It was directed by Ronnie Yu, and for whatever reason, I didn't even look up what he's done, but I know he's done a few things.
Ronnie Yu?
Yeah. So, Ronnie Yu has done... He did Freddy vs. Jason. That's where I know his name.
Okay.
So, let me go back here. It was produced by David Kirshner and Grace Gilroy. Written by Don Mancini. Score by Graham Revell. And it stars Brad Dourif, Jennifer Tilly, Katherine Heigl, and John Ritter. So according to Jennifer Tilly, the doll sex scene was all improvised.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess they just took a day out and just fucked around with the dolls. Literally.
Right.
So at the beginning of the movie, there are several symbols from horror movies that can be seen, such as the crate from the Creep Show movie.
Oh, okay.
As well as Jason and Michael Myers masks and Freddy's glove and Leatherface's chainsaw. All these can be seen in the opening scene of the movie.
Nice.
The role of Jade was originally supposed to be played by Julia Stiles, but she dropped out to do 10 Things I Hate About You.
I think that was a good choice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Another classic film in the late 90s.
Right.
And the only other thing I have on this film is that instead of Jennifer Tilly, Gina Gershon was considered for the role. For Tiffany.
Okay.
So
yeah, I wouldn't like that. Yeah,
I wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't like that. All right. So yeah. This one was good. It was different. But yeah. Moving on. Before we move on to the next sequel, I want to give a shout out to us because we forgot to mention our last episode was our 30th episode.
Yep.
That we recorded.
This is our 31st episode, folks.
Yes. And like I said, we've been around for two years now. We've been doing this?
Year and a half.
Yeah.
It was March of last year.
Okay. So yeah, been a while. And we just wanted to give you guys a reminder on how to find us.
Yep.
And everything. So if you're on Facebook, if you type in Drive-In Review, no spaces, just all Drive-In Review, you'll find us there on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube, type in at drivein.review. And then Spotify, you can type in Drive-In Review, and you'll find us on Spotify. And the same with Amazon Music, Drive-In Review.
Okay.
So yeah, get on there, and we have a lot of listeners throughout 6-7 countries now, and because we just gained Australia, as listeners, and everything. But yeah, we have a lot of listeners, but nobody's following. So hit that like and subscribe hit and subscribe, like and subscribe. I'll get it right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and follow us, and hit that notification button so you'll know whenever we post new stuff. Because I post the posters on Facebook all the time, and it's interesting. So, and we're going to get more interactive with our listeners and stuff. Moving on to the next, seasons and stuff. We're evolving every year. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else to add?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I kind of took that. My bad.
That's okay.
All right. So, moving on to Seed of Chucky.
Claudia, I've told you not to leave your toys lying about. Good God, you are hideous.
The last time, he took a bride. But this time, in order to become the parents of a human baby, they'll need just the right woman. Jennifer Tilly.
Production is underway on the new horror flick, Chucky Goes Psycho.
You know, I should have played Aaron Brockovich. I could have done without the Wonder Bra. In Planned Parenthood, timing is everything, so you'll have to hurry. That shouldn't be a problem for you.
This fall, Chucky's back, and he's delivering us some evil. Come to Papa.
What the hell is going on in here?
She came on to me.
No wonder her career's in trouble.
Seed of Chucky.
That's my boy.
Oh, God bless the little people.
This November, get a load of Chucky.
All right. So, Seed of Chucky is about Chucky and Tiffany are resurrected by their innocent gender-confused child, Glenn and slash Glenda, or Glenn or Glenda.
Is that...
That's their child. Yeah.
Is that a nod to Ed Wood Jr.?
Yeah, I think so. And hit Hollywood, where a movie depicting the killer doll's murder spree is underway. This movie stars Jennifer Tilly, Brad Dourif, and John Waters. John Waters, yeah.
Really?
Not Walters, but yeah, John Waters.
John Waters was in this.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. And
it's been a while since I've seen this one.
Yeah, me too. It's been a few years. This one was released November 12th, 2004, and it was directed and written by Don Mancini. So he's taking director role on this one.
Yep.
And it was produced again by David Kirchner and also Corey Cienega, and production company was Rogue Pictures this time.
Oh, okay.
And the music, the score was done by Pino Donaggio. So,
okay.
I hope I said that right. But, and then it was filmed in Romania and Los Angeles.
Romania?
Yeah. I guess.
That's different.
Saving money, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Had a budget of only $12 million, and it doubled its money. Actually made $24 million.
Huh.
So no flops yet.
And this was the last one released theatrically.
Yes. And IMDb gave this 4.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 35% with a 43% audience rating. And Letterboxd gave it 2.6 out of 5. I gave this one 5 out of 10.
5.5, 6 out of 10.
Yeah. I was debating 5 or
like
6, but yeah. I didn't want to go 5.5. I just went 5. Fun facts, I do have some. The role of Pete Peters was written specifically for John Waters, as he was a fan of the Child's Play movies.
Nice. So
they just threw that character in.
Did not know that. That is wacky stuff.
Yeah.
Wacky stuff.
And the TV spots for this movie displays an unusual disclaimer. Britney Spears does not appear in this movie. This disclaimer was inserted into TV spots because Britney's management was concerned that people might be led to believe that Britney actually appears in this movie. It is not her in the movie. It is a lookalike.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's a good lookalike. If you've seen, if you remember the movie, it looks like her.
It's been a while.
So
it's been a while.
All right, calm down there, Stained. As of 2022, this is the only Child's Play / Chucky film that contains nudity.
Huh.
So
okay.
And Quentin Tarantino was originally offered the role that Redman later played as a role was originally written for him in mind.
Okay.
So yeah, Redmond was in this one too, the rapper.
Yeah.
And yeah, Quentin Tarantino was supposed to play that role. So
Fun.
Yeah, that would have been cool, I think.
Yeah.
To get him involved in the Chucky. So
thought you were gonna say that he was like gonna direct it.
No, that would be cool. That'd be his last film. That would be kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Resurrect Chucky. And then when the floor manager at the beginning of the film shouts, "Hey, Tiffany's left arm is loose again," and then the arm grabs his crotch. This is an inside joke is revealed on the DVD commentary for Bride of Chucky. Jennifer Tilly explains that Chucky's left arm kept grabbing her breast during shoots. So, and yeah, that's all I got.
Seed of Chucky.
That's all I have.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, let's move right along. Let's do. Let's talk about Curse of Chucky.
All right.
Who's it from?
It doesn't say.
Who found him?
Chucky's my friend till the end. Hey, wanna play? Can't we sleep in with you tonight?
It's only a storm. Good night, baby. Sweet dreams.
Don't forget Chucky.
It's a doll. What's the worst that can happen, huh?
It's time to play.
All right. So, not done.
Gotcha.
So, Curse of Chucky was released September 24th, 2013 by Universal. Back to Universal here.
Yeah.
First one to be released straight to video. Was made on a budget of $5 million, and there was no gross because, well,
yeah, straight to video.
IMDb gave this a 5.6 out of 10. Letterboxd gave it a 2.7 out of 5. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 79% with a 61% audience approval rating. I gave this one 6 out of 10 slates.
Yeah, I agree. 6 out of 10.
It was filmed on location in Manitoba, Canada. Filming dates were between September and October of 2012. It was directed by Don Mancini, produced by David Kirchner, written also by Don Mancini, and the score was done by Joseph LaDuca. And Joseph LaDuca did the scores for Evil Dead 1 and 2, Army of Darkness, Ash vs. Evil Dead, Xena, Princess Warrior, and the Chucky TV series.
Yeah, a slew of things that he's done.
The movie stars Brad Pitt, Fiona Dourif. This was her introduction to Fiona Dourif in this franchise. Chantal Kesnell and Alex Vincent comes back for this film. It is stated by Brad Dourif that this is his favorite in the series.
Okay.
Before this movie, Bride of Chucky was his favorite, but now this one is.
Nice.
He also stated that he recorded all of his lines in less than 1 day.
Well, good for him. That was easy.
That's a lot. Yeah, hell yeah.
So
he probably got a pretty good paycheck just for 1 day of work.
Right.
This was the first film in the franchise to be shot digitally, and it also is the longest film in the series at 97 minutes.
Wow.
That's all I have.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
All right. I gave this one 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think we already said that.
Yep.
So yeah. All right. Well, let's end it with Cult of Chucky.
Yay.
Yay.
I was 6. My babysitter was murdered.
And they never caught him?
Justice was done.
Wanna play?
Nika, the murders were real.
Chucky never was.
That's right. He was a fantasy, a delusion.
Are you feeling better now? I don't blame you for being afraid. I was very ill.
Chucky told me. He's coming for you.
It's important that we all explore it together as a group. I think I have something that will help. Whoa.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
First, he'll kill each and every one of you in the most horrible ways you can imagine. And then he'll kill me too.
Come to mommy.
Are you afraid of the truth?
Terrified. You should be too.
Night. And they call me sick?
Wait a minute, there's 2 of them?
A true classic never goes out of style.
All right.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, that was a quick shut off there. So Chucky returns to terrorize his human victim, Nika. Meanwhile, the killer doll has some scores to settle with his old enemies with the help of his former wife.
So Nika was played by Fiona Dorff, right?
Yeah. So this one, Cult of Chucky, stars Allison Dorian. Yeah. Allison Dorian. Alex Vincent, Brad Dourif, Fiona Dorff, and Jennifer Tilly came back. This one was released in October, not November.
Yeah.
October 3rd, 2017. Directed and written by Don Mancini. Produced again by David Kirchner and Ogden Gavansky, and production studios at Universal Entertainment. The score was done again by Joseph LaDuca.
Yep.
And this one was filmed in Toronto. And IMDb gave this one 5.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 81% with a 61% audience rating.
What?
Yeah, and Letterboxd gave this one 2.6 out of 5. I gave this one 7 out of 10, the same as the first one. I liked it.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, wasn't a fan.
It was the heavy CGI that turned me off on this movie.
Yeah,
especially the breaking glass that came down on the girl on the gurney or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
It was just not well done, in my opinion.
The storyline, though, I liked the storyline of it. The plot and everything. That was interesting with the multiple Chuckies and having Andy coming back and all that. And it was, I don't know. That's why I gave it the rating I did, because
probably just needs a rewatch because it's been since 2017 since I've seen it.
Right. But yeah, I didn't find a budget on this one because it was direct to video.
Yeah.
So I didn't even mention that part at all.
I think it went straight to Netflix or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a Netflix release. Fun facts I got. Don Mancini claims that Andy is well off financially because of the insurance money he received from the murders he was involved in as a child. So no worries there. Andy's good.
Yeah.
In February 2018, it was announced that a Child's Play television series was in the works with involvement from series creator Don Mancini and producer David Kirchner, and would be a continuation of the story from the films. Mancini also stated that as well as the series feature films will still continue in the future.
Yeah.
So we're going to expect more Chuckies.
Well, I think he's wanting to do another movie since they canceled the TV show.
Right. Let's just hope it's not the 2019 version.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I don't hate that movie.
I didn't like the animatronic.
It went in a whole different direction.
Yeah, with the glowing eyes and all that, it was just weird.
Yeah.
So, if they stick it with practical effects, that would be better.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Chucky compares one of the other Chucky dolls to Hannibal Lecter, adding, "Can't believe they canceled that show." Written and writer and director Don Mancini wrote 2 episodes of Hannibal in 2013, the TV series, during its third and unexpected final season.
Okay.
So that's why that was thrown in there, just to give a little notch to that.
Okay.
But and then Jennifer Tilly shot her scenes in just 6 days during the last 2 weeks of filming on February 6th through the 11th of 2017. So she wanted to get out quick.
Another quick paycheck.
Right. So.
But she didn't do very much in that movie.
No, she didn't have a big role in it. But yeah, that's all I got. So.
Okay.
That was Chucky. That was nice. That was fun.
Yeah.
So I'm liking this lineup.
A lot of Chucky movies.
Yes, a lot of them.
Hopefully we'll see another one soon.
Yeah, with better graphics.
Yeah.
Better
yeah.
effects.
Please just use some practical effects. It just makes the movie better.
Yeah, it does.
For people that are our age, we prefer the practical effects, the stuff that we grew up with.
And if you're going to mix the two, at least mix it well. You know, don't make it obvious.
Absolutely.
So
I think Becky did that very well.
Becky and Freaky also, I think, did that very well as well. So, as well. I can't tell.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. So, well, that's a wrap.
Okay.
So, yeah. Good deal. Next time we're going to be doing Scream.
Okay.
What's your favorite podcast?
Bye.
See ya.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end.